that big matchup this weekend. That post-match comment was a big talking point, especially after that goal. 81 different players have scored Chiefs' 228 goals in the 179 previous official meetings. And Orlando Pirates have also benefited, or rather contributed to five own goals. But joining us now for the press conference is Kaizer Chiefs, the away team. We are joined by Cavin Johnson, that is Coach Cavin Johnson, and Keagan, Dolly. Gentlemen, good afternoon. A special warm welcome to this Derby press conference this afternoon, Coach.
Good afternoon, Tata. Good afternoon to all my friends. Media, I just stayed till now. Should open up a house and live together, so I see them more than I see my family. But yeah, what a game. It's always a big honor to be able to play in this particular derby. Classified as one of the top 10 in the world. Don't get many. And when you're the coach of such a big institution like Kaizer Chiefs, and you're playing against another big institution like Orlando Pirates, which is always an honor. And the preparation that goes into this type of game is always very, I'd like to take the word intense away from it, because in the end, it's about football. And where we come from, we all enjoyed football playing when we were young. So we need to take that same energy into the game and enjoy the game from both sides. But we do know that we have to fight for the bragging rights of the derby within the African continent. So yes, we have prepared ourselves well for this particular derby, and we're going to go out and enjoy ourselves in front of the 100,000 that we expect to come. I'm sure about 99,000 will be Chiefs fans, but we expect that, and we're going to go out and do our best.
I love the fact that there's so much happiness, so much joy, and like you say, go out and enjoy the game on Saturday. And Keagan, you know, they've always said that when it comes to a derby, form goes out the window, and everybody wants to go out, play, do their best, and really entertain the fans. And you've done it yourself personally. Any difference with this upcoming derby?
I think with this derby coming up, we also have a point to prove to ourselves as a club, as players, you know, a point to prove to our supporters, you know. It's been up and down season for us, but in the past 8 games we only conceded 1 goal. So that's a positive for us to look forward to this weekend, continue on our form, and like the coach said, just enjoy and try to entertain the supporters that's coming to watch the beautiful game.
And I love that you mentioned that, Keagan, because Orlando Pirates definitely know those stats, and they've been watching your games week in, week out. And they also know the fact that against Golden Arrows, first goal for 2024, first win. So they're going to be counting on those laurels. And in preparation for that, Coach, how has Chiefs managed to sustain and maintain a level-headedness going into the derby?
Tati, you know, when you're the coach of this team, you're not the only person that leads this team. We have a lot of people at the back who help me a lot to maintain the level-headedness within our team, and to also look at what Pirates have done in their last 10 games, and what their leader has sort of put together, how he's changed the team in different forms, how he's changed the team at different stages, when they play in the afternoon, when they play in the evening, what has he done? And we try and scratch our heads as much as we can in order to give the right information to our players. And I'm sure Pirates do exactly the same. So we've been preparing for quite some time. It's not since yesterday. It goes back 2 weeks, 3 weeks, where you slowly get into your games and you look at who you play, when you play them. And the team behind me is the people who work very hard in trying to understand what Pirates has been doing over the last 10 games. And when the time comes to play Pirates in this particular derby, and you know they did say that they did a lot of work in getting everybody into the stadium. So we have to go out there and, like Keagan says, give everybody the joy that they come to see, play the beautiful game as we'd like to play it in the street, because that's where we all come from, and just entertain. Because the bottom line is, those 11 people on the pitch on the day are all entertainers.
Yeah.
How we entertain each other is got to do with how we prepare them. So we wish both teams the best of luck, and we go out there and entertain people.
It's going to be a good game. And our coach, you also spoke about how important it is to have a very strong team and a unit at Kaizer Chiefs. Not only the players on the field, but a strong unit. When we had that first Soweto Derby, it only just been a few hours as you came into the fray at the mighty Amakosi. Now it's the second derby. Any different approach? Because obviously there's been some time that you've had.
A lot more pressure. No, I think, yeah, you're right. The first one was 24 hours.
Yeah.
This one is 2 months. So it's gone a lot better than we think. We've built over the time. You just heard it. We've only received 1 goal and we've had 8 clean sheets. We haven't lost in the last 8 games or 7 games. So it gives us a little bit of a light that whatever we were building is getting more and more solid. And one of my other colleagues said the best way to win a league is to have a good defense. So we have that, we're building on it more, and we just have to come out and entertain and score goals. So it has been a lot better since the last time I played this derby.
And I love the fact that you mentioned the goals, because we were duly entertained with the midweek DSTV Premiership action from both Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates. Keagan, we're going through to the 180th derby. Yatish, multi-choice SA CMO, mentioned that it has been a month of derbies. And Tony also mentioned that this derby has a special essence and really means a lot. What does a derby mean to a player? We've never been in those positions where we're able to be in that field and hearing the fans really cheering you on. Why is a Soweto Derby so special?
I think it's special in many ways, you know, because of the history, because of the people that played in the derby before us. You know, growing up, I think I used to want to be part of the Soweto Derby, you know, watching the likes of Dr. Kumalo, the likes of Jibe playing in derbies, you know. So I think as a aspiring football player growing up in South Africa, you always want to be a part of this derby. And I think not only in South Africa, you know, it's showcased around Africa, and a lot of people has been watching it, you know. So just to be part of it and being in a packed F&B stadium in front of, you know, your family members, friends, people that know you from wherever you come from, your neighborhood, and just to be part of it is something special for all of us. And I think on the day it's just for us to go out there and try to do our best as players and you know, entertain, score goals.
Scoring goals, the streets have been talking, licking their lips, especially after the midweek action. DDC has been talked about a lot, especially because of Duba and Mufokeng. When it comes to the young and what you're trying to do at Kaizer Chiefs, is that Kaizer Chiefs way finally coming into fruition, into form, and are you seeing them actually, you know, pertain to what you bring through to the club?
Tata, you know, we always talk about young. I have a philosophy that if you're young enough to play, when you're young enough to train with this team, when you're young enough to play. I've had the privilege of introducing younger players into the PSL, and younger ones that have actually scored goals also.
Yeah.
So for me, the excitement of one delay coming in and scoring a goal against Golden Arrows is not new, but it will be very, very new if he came and scored a goal in the Soweto Derby. That is a lot bigger. But in saying that, I do think Kaizer Chiefs have a good crop of young players coming through, and one dealer being one of them. I mean, we have 3 or 4 others as well. Keagan will tell you that they're just as good. We just need to give them a proper platform to play. But playing for this brand, it's always a lot. I think it's a little bit harder than playing for another brand at this level. But when we do play for this brand, we've got to play at 150%, not at 100%. It's not good enough.
150%. The mighty Amakosi joining us here for the press conference ahead of the Soweto Derby this weekend. Coach Cavin Johnson, Keagan, thank you so much. All the best for this weekend, and we will be duly entertained. And do give it your best this weekend.
Thank you. For sure we will. Thanks, guys.
Well.